Hello, 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 everybody. This is Rev.Judi.
Hi, everybody. This is Diane Rivera.
And we are so excited to be here as part of Spirit Talk and welcoming in this fabulous full moon energy. That we've got a lunar eclipse tonight, just to let you know. So we are actually posting this on the 24th of March. And in the middle of the night tonight is a full lunar eclipse. Well, certainly in Florida anyway.
Yes, and exciting, great energy. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep too much when there's those big energetic things that are happening out there in the universe. Sleep is slim. We're sleeping in spurts. Like I sleep in spurts. That happens. It actually happened last night too. The same thing for me. I slept like 3 hours, then 2 hours, and so it was just spurts. But then this morning, my daughter woke me up. I know this is spiritual, but woke me up at finding a mouse in the garbage pail at 6 a.m. She's calling me, Mom, there's a mouse in the pail. You need to send someone over and get rid of this mouse. Now, she's in New York and I'm in Florida. And so I'm like, who am I going to call at 6 a.m. to go and scoop the mouse? Luckily, she didn't have a garbage bag in there. So the mouse couldn't get out of the pail. It was a big, tall pail. So...
well, I had, remember my turbo mouse.
Yeah.
So this is a funny thing because I've lived in the same house, I don't know, almost 20 years and never had a mouse issue. And then this year I had all this, not even just one mouse. I swear the whole colony of mice moved in. And now I have a little Chihuahua dog, right? Rat dog, right? No, he barks at it and he says, hey, Mom, there's a mouse. What are you going to do?
The dog.
The dog is like, what are you gonna
do? I know. Catch the mouse and catch the mouse, and then while he's out of the pail. They're funny. Mice are funny. But so I totally forgot what the spiritual meaning of the mouse is. So, most of the time when we have those spirit animals, obviously, but look up when you're having, in this case, the mouse. And I think the mouse is about also adjusting. I think it's an adjustment.
Yep. It's getting ready for different things. Again, scurrying around, collecting all kinds of different information because mice are extremely resourceful, yes. Right? And so they have the flexibility to be able to go and to be in many, many different places. And they definitely are trailblazers, but then they follow each other's patterns as well. So that's the other thing that happens with it. But it was really kind of funny because here we are chatting about the mice, which I think the mice are gone from my house. I really think so now. We've talked to them about that. So I keep hearing this really loud noise outside, and it's right when it's dusk time. And I'm like, I've been blaming the possum for it, right? Because it's this twirl kind of a thing. Well, come to find out, I go out last night and I'm looking way up in the neighbor's big oak tree, and it's a massive raccoon.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know that they lived way up high. I mean, this thing is living like 20 feet in the air, 30 feet in the air. I mean, it follows the branch up, and then it's got this big old nest that it's got up there. And this thing is 3 times the size of my dog.
That is clever. Oh, let me tell you something. Remember when we were driving into my subdivision and we seen that she said it was a raccoon. I swear to you, I thought it was
a coyote.
It was so big. She said, oh, no, that's a raccoon. I'm from New York. To see a raccoon, I don't remember seeing raccoons like that in New York that big. This is
huge. And I think that's the other thing that you need to pay attention to is that with all of this big energy, and let me tell you, the energies have just been massive for every single person. So with all of these really big energies, it's so important for you to realize and to recognize the animals are being affected as well.
Absolutely.
And they are responding. And you're seeing things and you're hearing things. And, I stepped out of wherever I was at yesterday, and this big old hawk comes screaming down right in front of me. And actually, I just gotten some really good news. So it was kind of a celebration. And,
messages.
Exactly. And the red-shouldered hawk, that's always one of my messengers of my spirit animals. And it's like, congratulations.
And that's the thing. Our spirit animals will come. An animal that you see quite often is usually also your spirit animal, not just bringing you a message, looking up, when we see the butterfly or the, me, it was dragonflies.
And dragonflies will come a lot when you're getting ready to go into a transformation. You know, pay attention to those. And I've seen a lot of dragonflies lately too.
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
out there.
so yeah.
But they're definitely part of your spiritual
Family.
animal
It's
team,
part of
family.
your
Absolutely,
team. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So they also want to work with you, not just your angels and guides and your ancestors, also your spirit animals work with you also. I love working with the spirit animals. I really do. I too definitely enjoy working with them.
It's very genuine. It's very grounding. And the other thing that's really nice about working with the spirit animals is that it's all about that earth energy.
Yeah.
And because so it just has a different vibration when you're working with the angels. You know, it's a very high sensation, and it's always really nice. But it's like when I know my little buddy was going to come up and say hello.
Say hi,
this
Blaze.
is Blaze.
That's Blaze. Mr.
Yes.
Raccoon face. Look at his little face. It's
Yeah,
like a raccoon.
but he was too chicken
He's
to
like,
go after the mice. Anyway, but yeah, the spirit animals all the animals and the energies of the animals, they are so profound in really being able to help ground you and to be able to work with different vibrations of energies. And that's one of the things that's really important as well, is because we're here in a human body, having a human experience. So we need to be able to work with the different elemental energies.
Absolutely. When I connected to one of my spirit animals, which is the stag, the deer, I felt his energy and I really flowed right into his energy. And it took me on that journey of feeling the earth, listening to what's around me, feeling the energy of the tree, listening to the sounds and the words, and really feeling it. And I felt like I was touching the earth
with your hoofs,
with my hoofs.
Yeah.
And hearing the water flowing. So there's so many more senses to be used within our own spiritual self. Not just connecting to the higher energies, but allowing myself. And my lesson with that was about being able to also use the energy of the earth. Not just drawing the energy from the angelic realm or wherever I'm pulling from, but also to use the energy of the earth so we can balance. And sometimes we just need that kind of an energy.
Oh, absolutely. Because it helps us to be able to know more about where we are and what else we have access to. I mean, the animals are profound teachers if we allow them to be. And that's something that's so important. One of the animals that's such a profound teacher this year is the dragon medicine.
Oh yeah, the dragons. I love the dragons. I love dragon energy. I love it. It's amazing.
So tell them why. Sometimes people are afraid of dragons. Why do you love dragons? Go ahead.
Dragon has a lot of energy and a lot of knowledge. It's so wise. When I was first introduced to dragon energy was through a friend of mine who works with dragon energy and skull energy and crystals and all that. And we happened to be chatting on Messenger on the computer. And he said to me, hey, have you ever worked with dragon energy? And I'm like, no. He said, do you want to? I'm thinking, okay, but you're not here and I'm here. And how are we doing this? How is this going to actually happen? And he says, okay, just close your eyes and I'm going to send you some dragon energy. And I closed my eyes. I'm thinking, this is not, no. Right? And all of a sudden, within myself and within my view of, closing my eyes, a beautiful dragon appeared. This white, gorgeous dragon energy appeared. My dragon. It was my dragon. He introduced me to my dragon. And I thought, oh, wow, this is cool. And so I opened my eyes and I sent him another message. And he says, okay, now feel this. He sends me another message back. Now feel this. Close your eyes. And the power. And then he says, okay, now listen to what has to be said to you. Listen to the message. Ask for a message and listen to what's coming to you. And amazing messages came to me. I was like, and we did this for like a good half hour to 45 minutes, just going back and forth with this dragon energy. And the thing is that what my understanding about the dragon energy is that it's not just, you working with your own dragon. There are many different dragons. an abundance of different dragons in different colors, dragons with different energies, dragons that do different things, similar to our ascended masters. So they are the masters of the dragon energy.
Of the earth energy.
Of the earth energy.
Of the earth energy. Yeah, yeah,
and just amazing. So I do hear people say that, oh, dragons are bad, the energy is bad, or whatever it is, but heck not. Heck not. Because that is amazing. And you can use that energy to really, it's like you just want to boost yourself. You can get a real great boost from that energy.
Or you want to get rid of a blockage. You want to call in, you want to really be able to move past a situation, something that you're just constantly battling with. You cannot get over something that somebody did to you, and you're just so angry about it. And it's like, you know what? I just want to burn through this.
Yes.
And it's not that you're burning through the person. You are burning through the situation so that you can get past the situation, understand the lesson, and let go of the process of how you got there, because you want to continue to move forward. And I know one of the things that you've told me before, and I absolutely believe this, that your dragon is your alter ego aspect of your angel. Because sometimes,
I forgot I said that.
Yeah. You did.
Message.
You said that.
It was a message.
So again, your angels are there to provide that highest essence and resonance of, but then when you're really trying to move through situations, you have to have a different energy. And one of the things that I have found, certainly through my shamanism, is when I really want to move through a denser energy, I have to come in with a lower vibration. I have to come in with more of an earthen energy. I have to come in with something that isn't as abrasive, because it allows for that forward momentum. It allows for like a earth elemental fluidity that helps to move it forward.
Messages that I get from the dragons is about also using that dragon fire to help remove things, burning off what Judy was talking about, but really visualize that dragon fire and don't think of it as something that's hot and hurt. So it's not about that at all. It's an energy.
It's a force.
Yes.
It's an energy surgence, I think, is probably the best way to think of it. Not necessarily in regards to the flames, but it's the same force of energy that's moving it forward. And again, what does fire do? It transforms, it transmutes, it completely changes whatever it is. Right. So, really allowing that to be.
Like the, I'm sorry. The bird of
Phoenix.
The phoenix, removing all. Look at it that way, like coming out of the fire, transformed into a new beginning. One of the other things that the dragons show me, and they've been showing me while we're talking about dragons.
That's right. They're here. Don't think they're not here. Wherever we are, and we're talking about whoever we are, they are here too. I can assure you.
They're talking about chakras. So I think we talked in the last show a little bit about chakras also. But what they are showing me is burning. When your chakra is really stuck, you can use your dragons to help you to move them. So using that force, that energy to move it. So Judy and I talked about this before, and sometimes I get confused whether we talked about it here, we're talking at an event that we're at.
Hopefully we talked about it with you. I think we talked about it with you guys.
I think it was here.
Yeah.
And so spinning of the chakra to the left and to the right, and moving that energy, and then taking that whole fire energy and pulling it up. So that's a great way to, like, if you're really feeling that I'm kind of stuck, or I'm down, and I'm
I'm not adjusting well to all the energies that are coming in right now, because I'm feeling completely off balanced and I don't know what else to do right now. That's another way of really trying to align everything.
I look at the dragon energy like when we talked about Michael's sword. Right. Mm-hmm. And you've talked about Michael's sword, whether you did it through the channeling or however we did it. I know we talked about Michael's sword. So using Michael's sword to sever ties and to remove stuff from ourselves, or clearing our path, right? Because you can use it to clear the path.
Yeah, there's many different ways that you can use the energy that's going to match with you. Mm-hmm. And Saint Germain. another wonderful, master that's available to utilize the violet flame of light that transforms the energy. And so, and there's so many different formats and so many different, I don't know, beings that are associated, because it has to coordinate with every single person. And so it's like, what resonates with you? So it can't be just a single, because not everybody believes in the same single.
Right.
So if you have a real diversified option, then you have many different beings or cultures or beautiful energy sources to draw from to be able to work with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about different beings. So I'm gonna spill the beans. Before we started recording, Judy and I were talking about an event that she has to do, and so she had a bag of crystals and cannot find this bag of crystals.
Clear quartz crystals. I bought 50 pounds, not a little bit. I bought 50 pounds of clear quartz crystals. So it's a good size bag, and they're different. They're tourmalated, double tourmalated points, really nice crystals.
Missing. They've gone missing in our house.
My house is not that big, I can assure you. And I have very few storage spaces that I put things in. And I've searched this house everywhere.
So here's something out to you. If you know, where did Judy put the crystals? So I said to her, Judy, let's talk to St. Anthony. My mother was a big fan of St. Anthony. My family Catholic. I grew up that way. So we always pray to the saints for different things, right? So St. Anthony helps us find things that are misplaced, or they're just misplaced. According to him, well, directly from him, they are not lost. They've just been misplaced.
Put out of your purview.
Yes. So Judy dropped into trance so that.
Yeah, she says, well, why don't we ask him? I'm like, you're right. We can just ask him.
Let's ask him.
Let's just go ahead and let's call in St. Anthony. Let's just see what happens.
So
I hadn't tranced St. Anthony before, but came right in.
Very cool. And I felt other saints also, not just St. Anthony. So yes, a lot of the saints, and they're still here. They're still here with us because we did that just a short time ago, but they are coming in now. So
I'm not going to disagree. I know we're going to.
Yeah. It's a big vibration. So sorry, I'm listening.
Anyway, the long story is St. Anthony said that they really removed him from the house. They're not really in the house because they need to recharge the crystals.
Well, they need to be charged to a certain frequency
that they currently weren't because they came from the store. Exactly. And because of the work that I do with these particular crystals, it needs to be at a different vibration. So they've actually removed them from the house at this moment. And so I've had to go ahead and utilize other crystals that I've had charging for about 2 years.
Right.
And so that's what I will end up using.
For this particular event that she's going to do. And gave her some other directions to go along with the crystals of things she needs to do for this particular event, which is very cool, extremely cool. I freaking love it. I mean, it's great. It's great.
If we listen, see, that's the thing. I do brainstorming, in the morning during my meditation. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to do this and this. And this morning was really fun because it started to rain. And I love it when it starts to rain because I go up.
Florida.
I go up into that light energy. But what happens when it rains is that I can travel through the water of light.
Oh, nice.
I can travel through the water droplets of light. And you know how bright and iridescent that is. And so then it just sends you off into all these other sparkles and areas. And you're just in all of the air as well. It's a whole different feel than just being a part of the light energy when you're in the rain of that
I don't think I've ever meditated into the rain. Right?
Oh, but that's a fact. And again, the FYI, it's a really cool thing to do.
I have meditated and taken myself into the ocean, into the water, or into the river and into the water that way, but never through The rain.
The
So
rain,
that's pretty cool.
The rain is a whole different, and whether or not it's really coming down hard or if it's coming down really soft, or even the mist and the fog, and you can even like move into the realms of the clouds within that.
Yeah.
So it's moving into the moisture of life, which then in turn, I feel like it absolutely affects the internal in me, in my body, because even though I'm out spiritually doing this work, of course, I still have a physical resonance and a presence. And so when I bring my spirit body back in, then that resonance is working with the physical as well.
Oh,
so it's a whole different sensation. I know. It's like you like that. She's so funny. When I say things, she can feel it. When she thinks things, I can feel it. So it's just kind of a fun little thing. And I hope that you're able to find people like that in your life as well.
And feel the things we're talking about.
Absolutely.
We're
bringing the energy to you intentionally so that you will be able to feel those different experiences. But the dragon really does want to kind of come in.
Okay,
So
yeah.
So I want to go ahead and do the dragon, and actually, and I know we're really kind of doing the full moon, but I've got the saints are already here.
Yeah, they've been here, so they've been waiting.
So they're like, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pop in too. So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. We'll see who else wants to come in, but the full moon energy is really here, and so let me go ahead and drop it, and we'll see if the dog stays or not. Usually the dog runs and hides when I do trance, but as soon as I brought in St. Anthony, the dog came running out and came right up. And so it was very interesting that the dog came running.
He's for the sound.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know you. This isn't gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this one.
He's like, nope. He's going. he can feel it coming already. He's like, nope. I'm out. I don't do dragons. He's just, I'm a chihuahua.
I do love dragons.
I don't do dragons.
I'm a dragon too. No worries. Animals have angel guides and all that too. Yes, absolutely.
They do. And your dogs and your cats, all your different pets, they will talk to you.
Exactly.
If you allow yourself to get into that vibration of that communication, they absolutely will. All right, so give me a second here. Let me just go ahead and see who's going to pop in. So, Baylot's coming in first thing. So, yeah.
He heard it.
Baylot here. Hello.
Hey, Baylot. Hey,
hello, audience.
You're a superstar now.
I love it. And happy full moon to everybody. This is a profound time. And one of the things that I want to take a moment to just quickly chat about is that there is a lunar eclipse that is taking place. And so I want to take a moment to talk about what that means.
Yeah.
So an eclipse is actually moving into a place of pause. Think about it when you go to take a picture, right? The shutter goes click, and it closes and it opens, and it allows for that instantaneous moment to take and capture the energy, correct?
Yeah.
When you are moving through an eclipse process, it's the same type of a thing. It's a lens closing, hitting that place of pause, and then opening the energy. So it is a fantastic portal time, I think, is probably the best term for me to use, because it's a great time to be able to shift the energies and to be able to shift intentions, to be able to open new options, and to really allow each of you to undertake within a different vibration of energy. Because you've had the opportunity to stop and to pause, you can rebuild and you can move forward much more easily in a different capacity. Okay. Isn't that fascinating?
Yes, absolutely.
Things you just do not know that I do, that I can help you with.
So appreciate that. Absolutely.
Anyway, we do have a dragon energy who's waiting to come in today to really kind of talk about where you are in the midst of all of this shifting energy. So one moment, please. Griffin here.
Hello.
Good day.
Good day.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Good all to each of you. I have chosen to come in today to exchange this resonance of heart energy with each of you. For you to be able to breathe into. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And to release what no longer is necessary within you. The breath of life. Some of you don't even pay attention to the breaths that you take, not recognizing or realizing the importance and the power of each that it has within the energies of each of you. If you want to transform a situation, breathe in and expel. That energy to burn through and to cleanse, to clarify and to transmute. You felt that, did you?
I did. I am woofing over here. And I am on heat.
I believe you are as well.
Whoa.
This is such a powerful time. It is so exciting to be able to utilize the natural rhythm and the energies of Earth to move and to transform. I want to take a moment to transform some of this political pettiness
Oh, please do.
that we are seeing. Shall we all?
Yes.
At once within this moment of time and space,
Absolutely.
we are going to utilize the energy of this equinox. Each of you, start the breath inhaling. Hold and go. Resonating that huge transformative flame of love, right? Being able to burn through, I'm going to say it, the bullshit. The bullshit. The bullshit of people. And they're aware that they're saying, and the facades of ill truth and imaginative perceptions that they are trying to move through harmonically within each of you. I want to tell you about something.
Yes.
That we recognize. The state of Tennessee is now outlawing the capability of planes distributing all of the chemtrails. Is that not a political statement? A profound action step that is being taken by a government to say no more. To say no more.
Yes.
This is what is happening because of all of these different facades, and I'm going to use that term clearly. They're the mirror effects of the fantasies and the fakes of people in power wanting you to recognize what they want you to, not the real of, but what the illusionment of. And what is really happening is each person is becoming greater connected to their own source of all that is, through the powers of the earth energy, within the natural patterns of light, within that perception of time and space, and to guide each of you into the majesty and the magnificence that each of you have access to, and understanding that truth of, and that divinity, that love. That is what it all comes down to, is you having access to that love energy, receiving it, believing it, and acting upon that as you are being led and guided to. Yes, you can be ostracized. Yes, you can be told you're crazy. Trance channeling a dragon? But you and I both know it's factual.
Yes.
It's real. It's beyond what you knew, but it doesn't mean it's not real. It's just beyond the realm of sight, but not the realm of energy.
No.
Because you can feel and recognize that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want each of you to take a moment, and I want you to hold a situation, a thought, something in your mind that has been causing you angst and trouble, something that you want to move through, you want to move past. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Is everyone prepared? Okay, now we are going to work together to alleviate and to burn through this. Ready? We are inhaling. Ready? Hold and whoosh. One more time, inhale. Hold and be gone. Allow the lesson to remain. Allow your heart to find peace. Allow that wisdom to guide you forth. And allow yourself to be in that steadfast resonance thereof. Purity of guidance and heart love. Many blessings. It has been an honor upon this day. Many blessings.
Thank you.
To each of you.
Thank you.
I have St. Francis coming in.
Okay.
Wonderful patron saint for the animals. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What is the dragon? But an animal. Saint Francis here.
Hello.
Good day
Hello.
to each of you. I am known as a patron saint. I am often associated with that of animals. I want to remind you that as a human, you too are an animal as well. So therefore, my energy is to support the human nature as well. There are many different aspects of the human personality and the emotions that run along the instinctual aspects, correct?
Yes.
The fear, the fight, the flight, the abundance of joy, and the uncontrollable love that one will fall into and sometimes even lose their mind over. Their sensitivities or sensibilities, I think I shall say. Because of the emotionality of all that is encompassed within this great perception of that vibration of love energy. It is addictive almost, yes?
Yes.
Yes. when one feels that they want to do anything to achieve again. And this is what is important for each of you to recognize. That thirst, they say with different animals, the bloodthirst. If a dog has bitten and tasted blood, then it comes back into its wilder state of consciousness and mind and can become much more vicious as it comes back to its more instinctual aspects of what it is. It takes great compassion and empathy and perseverance of each animal to be able to move into a higher recognition of their own self and whole soul evolution. The humans who find themselves seeking power, they truly are of a lower vibration.
Mm.
They are more predatory, hunters, thinking they're going to take down everyone. But who are they truly taking down? Their own souls.
Mm-hmm.
The ramification of going forth without regard for human nature and other human hearts and spirits is a high task and a toll to be paid. You may not in this lifetime, but do not think that it does not have its own repercussions, because it does. Animals of all different formats are here as teachers, as guides, are here to balance life, correct?
Yes.
Yes, think of Yellowstone Park itself. It was dying until the wolves were then brought back into the park, which balanced the nature. There were too many deer, there were too many other type of animals that were killing the actual physical environment itself. There must be balance. Life is all about a balance. The earth is all about a balance. Your life, your personal lives are all about balance. Finding that balance and being in that harmonic frequency. Not that you will spend your life all the time in the Om Zen zone. No, because there is no versatility or growth that happens when you are only in that one state of consciousness. And you are here to expand. You are here to teach. One of the things you need to recognize is that each and every expression and experience that you live, that you have, is resonating a frequency and a vibration for others to learn through, because you're part of the one connection of all that is, correct?
Yes.
And as that, you are a steward of receiving information and relaying information. So everything that you are learning and harmonizing alongside, you are teaching and training and sharing as well. This is a profound time that you find yourselves within. You look around and you can see, I think there are many who can see the number of saints who came in alongside. The one before you chooses to exchange one energy at a time, but it does not negate the crowd,
Yes,
that comes in within the frequency exchange. It is important for you to be able to recognize this is just but a tiny, minuscule fraction of the type of energies that are all working alongside of you to assist you in your growth and your soul goal, purpose, and mission in life, which is to be of a greater service, to share that service, to receive that service, and to be that service, to be that light beacon of love, to share that healing grace, and to allow for that inspirational hope that allows each person to be able to be ignited into that awareness of seeking. Is that not just the greatest gift of all?
absolutely.
The curiosity and being in that thoughtful pattern. I wanted to remind you, as my gift to each of you, that animals are always teachers. And you may choose to blend your energies in with those other creatures, any such creatures, for a different point of view and understanding and a different capacity of strength and willingness and growth for self as well. I hear you. What question would you like to ask me, dear?
I don't think I have. I don't know. So many thoughts in my head. I'm sorry.
No, you do not need to apologize. You do not. One of the things that's important for you to know, and what I am hearing, we were speaking earlier. She was speaking with the other saint, and her mother popped in.
Yes.
And her mother is insatiable with her curiosity and investigative powers.
Yes.
And that is something that I wanted to bring into the awareness of each, is that it is so exciting for us to be able to follow your trail of curiosity and to be able to find the expansiveness of answers and or guidance that will help you to have a better understanding of the information of what we are relaying into you. Because you may not understand what we are speaking in the language so that of how it is being energetically transferred. But know this, that your loved ones are still on the other side, encouraging us. Her mother kept saying, she's over here, she's over here. Pay attention to her. She needs your help.
That would be my mother for sure.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And certainly that is very similar to so many others. Whether you are Catholic or not, it does not matter the religion. It is the intention of that love energy and allowing for that resonance and that exchange to take place. And where you are right now with this full moon energy this is a culmination of bringing forth natural tendencies of the fullness of life and moving into this eclipse, which allows for that breath to take place, for you to be able to refocus your energy, releasing what you no longer want, and to refocus that energy towards what you want to bring in. And whether that is just answers and or a greater curiosity of seeking, that matter not, which is. But it is about you knowing that you are important. You are important. You are highly regarded for exactly who and what you are and how life is evolving you. Enjoy the journeys.
Yes, for sure.
Enjoy the moments. Ask the questions and explore the answers of what you are receiving. Because believe me, your heart is receiving. It's time for your mind to believe what the heart is receiving. Well, I think this is good for me this day.
Wonderful.
Many, many blessings to each of you. It has been an honor. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank
and
you very
be
much. Thank you so much.
Enjoy. Be in joy. Many blessings. Bayla here. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring her back now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, is it hot?
Wow. I want to tell you something. That dragon energy, man, I thought my ears were going to pop right off. I got to scooch over a bit. I need to scooch over a bit.
I say I really should probably have a thermometer to take my temperature. Oh my God.
I tell you, I started heating up. My ears were my whole head was like it was going to pop. I swear I was swallowing, trying to pop my ears from that energy. That was massive dragon energy. My goodness.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Not just the saints, but that too. Whoa, that was a lot of new energy too.
That was a lot of new energy.
That was a lot of new energy.
Now, see, as soon as we finish, the dog comes back.
Dragon's gone. Let's go. I'm back.
And this is what's kind of cool about when people say, well, how does she really know if she's really trance channeling or not? Well, your animal knows you more than anybody else, right? Your animal knows you more than anybody else. And my dog will, as soon as I start to trance, he runs away because he's like, I don't know who that is. Once in a while, St. Anthony came up to it, but usually it's very rare that the dog will actually come to me while I'm trance channeling because he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't recognize me. So it's just kind of another affirmation of.
I will tell you, I've sat through several of Judy's trance sessions, and this dragon energy, and I've seen some of her. I mean, I see them as they're coming for her, but the dragon was massive.
What color did you see him as?
Changing.
Yeah.
The colors changed. It wasn't just one color because the energy was going through different dimensions, it's just like, but then like,
I know. It's like I channeled dragon energy on Tuesday night class as part of my Awakening Light Worker, and it was so fun because it was the listening dragon that came in. Now I didn't know there was a listening dragon either. And what was so cool about the listening dragon was that he went through all the different types of sensitivities and how to open those different sensitivities to be able to understand how to work within each of those sensitivities in a different capacity. And again, worked with opening the different centers specifically so that you could do that. I mean, profound, crazy, amazing stuff.
Amazing. So I'm trying to go back in my mind's thoughts about what I seen with the dragon, right? So when I seen this dragon come in, it was like, and I could not see the whole dragon because the energy that just kind of like stepped in, you know.
and the other night when I was doing it, the scales were moving independently. I could feel each of the independent scales moving. But I don't think I felt that today. A big, the things, off the neck things, or the head things. I don't know what those things are. The twirly things.
They're like tendrils, for the way I see it. But this one was very old.
Wise.
Very old.
Wise. Ancient wisdom.
And breathing in.
And you could, I could feel it getting bigger.
Well,
and
that's
bigger
when I
and
needed
bigger
to move over, like the
and then it just opened to push it all out and to burn through. Oh, so we did an exercise. Oh, I hope y'all got good stuff.
That was really, really very good. It was great, and St. Francis. Right?
Oh, St. Francis. Yes, St. Francis came in.
Yes.
That was nice. That
was
felt
really
good.
nice.
That felt wise. That was wise. Never mind, it was wise.
And
he said, excuse me. Pardon me. I swear I didn't mean to.
It's such a love energy. It's just a love energy. And the thing is that it's just like what I feel from that is it's just this amazing love energy and joy and excitement to have conversations and really having the human experience with you, kind of like that's the only way I can explain it. But it feels so different, and I could totally feel my mother, pushing them around. That would be her, because she's always saying, well, she's got a lot of kids, she needs some help. She needs extra help, and she's helping others, and so it's not about just me. It's about me being able to help others and on their path, and of course, I love this stuff. So giving it to someone is like, it's unconditional. I don't feel like but no, it's not about me anyway. I always say it's not really about me. This is just for you to receive from your team. And whomever wants to come in and give you any kind of messages
but we
guidance or
learn
whatever.
every single time.
Absolutely.
We learn. We're learning. We're constantly learning and
Yeah.
expanding and understanding things differently and how to hone. And the other thing that's really fun about what's going on right now is this expansiveness and this attraction. So the last couple of weeks have been profound energy. The next couple of weeks are going to be even just as much, if not more. And it's like everything that you've been doing has been setting the stage. And now you're attracting in everything that you've been doing. And so what I keep getting is, sometimes you'll go ahead and blow the bubble. And it's like you're pushing the air into one specific bubble. But what happens is it just multiplies and becomes this mass bubble globule. And that's what it is. We're putting out what we're putting out, but it's becoming all of this other energy everywhere.
Yeah,
that we're just attracting back in. So it's super, super cool.
It's very cool. And the thing is that in the beginning, well, not in the beginning, I'm going to say probably 10 years ago, I started on the journey of really trying to find more to find my spiritual self, to meet other people of like mind, to connect to them. So I started, spirit puts them on your path, you start seeing and meeting others of different the modalities, or even like the same way I met Judy, learning about trance mediumship. And so, and then you take those lessons and then you start working it, right? You're working with it. But then new lessons come in. And for me, and it's just what St. Francis was saying about this, like a spark, something else can oh my gosh, I'm tumbling on my words. I'm so sorry. It's finding the curiosities. Thank you. Hello. I could be saying curiosity is to learn more and to understand more and to find more, right? It's not just this. And so Judy and I have been on that for a little while. And today Judy showed me some gentleman who was doing apports.
Yeah.
And his mouth.
Michael Shane. And the thing is, I hadn't known him. And again, I'm very, very fortunate. Had a fabulous interview with Grant Cameron, and he has done so many different interviews. And so I have hopped down the rabbit hole, probably never to be seen again.
That's it. We do a lot of rabbit hole stuff.
Because that's the way it goes.
That's
You end up meeting somebody who guides you to somebody else, guides you to somebody else, and it's all about, oh, there you are. Oh, this is what it is. Oh, I'm ready now. And that's the way it always goes with life, just being a part of.
Exactly. And Judy and I have been on the apport thing for over a year now. We've been
really, and it's like I've got a fabulous trumpet that is well over 100 years old, and I've let it sit there while I've prayed around it, and nothing's come out of it yet.
We're going to work on that.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know. I'm not sure I really want anything to be coming out of my mouth yet. I'm not sure. I have found things around me for years. We've always found things around.
You find things. You find the dime, the penny,
the feathers, the crystal that I got in Lily.
I had a feather. Remember, we were on the phone. Judy and I talk often, almost every day. And I was out on my back patio area, and we were talking about angels and having conversations about that. And then out of the sky came this white feather, and it bloop, 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 right in front of me. And there it appeared. So, okay, so they're saying, okay, so what?
Exactly. This was funny. I was in Casadega at Gala Days, and I was working on a client, and the feather just flies in, right? And then I'm working on somebody else, and a leaf comes in. And then the third one, this lady's walking by, and as she's walking by, a feather falls out of the top of the tent, inside the tent. Yeah, right. And I capture it, and I hand it to her, and I said, your angels want to talk to you. And believe it or not, she took the feather and walked away. And it was like she wasn't ready to hear what they wanted to say, you know? And that, you know, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just, you know, when somebody has a feather fall out of the sky for you, let me tell you, sit down and take the reading. I advise you to. I think it would be in your best interest too.
So a lot of people come. I've had a couple of people. I'll just say it like that. A couple of people that come for reading and receive fabulous messages, messages from their loved one, messages from their guys, and I will always ask for when I start a reading for your highest and best self.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you say, "Oh, I want to talk to Uncle Joe." Well, okay, we're going to talk to Uncle Joe, but what do you need for your highest and best self? What does your team want to tell you?
What can Uncle Joe tell you that's in your best interest? Exactly. That's going to feed you, not just, you know.
And so they've gotten these amazing messages and crickets.
Sometimes they can't even hear you. And that's the thing too, because again, they're so overwhelmed by the emotion of the energy that they're in. They just are dumbfounded and they find themselves just floating in this space of euphoria that they don't even understand what, where, how.
A whole hour reading and telling you all these things and your loved ones coming in and all this, amazing stuff. I'm blown away, right? I'm blown away. And then, well, what can you give me that really oof?
Because it wasn't what they expected. And that's the thing that's so important for each of you to know. When you're on the spiritual journey, it may not be what you have anticipated in your mind as whatever that is. And people will say all the time, "Oh, I want $1 million," you know? Oh, what are you laughing at?
I got because I hear things behind me, right? My mother, because my mother's a riot. She sometimes appears and sits at the table with me when I'm doing readings, and she'll say, "This one doesn't get it, Diane. This is not gonna happen." So I'm like, shh. Inside, I'm saying, "Shh, Ma," right? But I'm sorry because I heard her. I know Judy was coming out with that, but I heard her talking to me, telling me about these, And so what I do, I'm very grateful for those interactions with my mother. So now you can understand why she's talking to the saints. She needs help. She needs extra help.
But it is about not knowing the expectation and allowing yourself to be in the curiosity of the possibility of what else is going to come to be. What do you got for cards? Let's go ahead. Pick a card. Pick a card today.
This is from my Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. It's a great deck. I use it for readings when someone wants cards. It's a great deck.
She's got about 80 decks, so let's be real. We all have a lot of decks.
I'm going to let you pick the card out.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good. So.
All right. Angel of the universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. Well, that isn't a perfect one, right?
Isn't that beautiful?
Apparently I'm crooked. All right. Let me try this straight.
Show the other side of the deck because that's a beautiful card. I love it.
Yeah, angels, look at that. The angel of the universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. What else you want to say about that?
Oh, wow. You got all those messages from everyone that came in here, but it is limitless. And we say that, and we do say it is limitless. It's just and you know what? Don't rush to take it all in okay, so now I understand the message earlier about patience. So have patience with yourself. Not only do we need to we give others compassion and understanding, but we also need to give it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And they're saying, "Are you listening, Diane?"
I know. It's so funny the way they do that. They're like, they'll make you say the words that you're supposed to be listening to. Exactly. All the time. So listen to your own words. Listen to your own words. It's so important too.
So the information, many of us today are more empathic, so we feel more. So give yourself that compassion, feel what you need, give yourself the kindness also. And, have patience. Things are coming in the way they're supposed to come in. Continue to have the conversations with your team. And I'm going to say team so I don't have to keep saying angels, guides, God. It's,
Oh yeah, it's everybody.
The whole bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's the team, your family's team. They're there to help you. The family team helps you too.
Sure.
And you can talk to your family's team. Especially, you know, like when we're doing the reading, I ask my team to talk to your team and have your team talk to me, right? So we can do that with everyone's team. You can do that with your children's team, your husband's team, your wife's team. So, you know,
I do that with my clients all the time.
Yeah.
People tell me all the time, they're like, Judy, you showed up. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I do that. And it's like, oh, well, you were there in my meditation and you were playing the drum and you were there. And it's like, I know, I'm so grateful that, you know, I'm able to still hold that energy with you. And that's one of the things that's so beautiful about our work is that once our lives connect, they're forever connected. You know, we're always connected. So, you know, we have that opportunity to be able to travel back and forth and to be of support. Now, it's always nice to actually build a relationship, and we always appreciate it when we're working with our clients to be able to build those relationships so that we're helping you to hone your skills and to be able to grow. And you need to find yourself teachers. You need to find yourself, you know, education is so important. You need to find your tribe and you need to get to know who your team members are, and you need to be able to practice and to be able to really allow yourself to be in that space of exploration, curiosity, and abundance that's going to love, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now, so as we're going through this expansion, this energetic vibrational shifting that's happening, because we're in that wave zone where everything is growing and vibrational, and everybody's some people receive it one way, some people receive it another way, but whatever it is, things are shifting within yourself, within your vibration, within your cells, and also within your life. So allow yourself to have patience and take it one step at a time. If you need to rest, rest.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And especially with these high energy times, because if you're not sleeping at night, because a lot of times you're not sleeping at night because they're working with us so much that you just can't even settle into that sleep place, or else it's really unrestful sleep because you're doing so much work. Then take that afternoon time, if you've got 5 minutes, to sit down and just kind of close your eyes and just to find that space of pause.
Nap if
and
you have
rest.
to nap. Go put your feet in the grass if you need to. Go to the beach.
Or go to the beach. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I went again yesterday. It's like when I spend, I don't care. I think 1 minute at the beach is like an hour. So it's like I'll spend an hour. It's like I feel like I've spent a week vacation, because it's just, and it doesn't have to be the beach. It can be the mountains. It can be a park. It can be at a lake. It can be by the stream, but it's outside in nature and allowing the trees to just, even the other day in my meditation, it was so fun. I went up into the top of the tree and I was just laying in the branches of the tree, just allowing the tree to just hug on me and to just ground me. And it was such a fabulous meditation. And see, these are places that you can go just from home, just by allowing yourself with an intentional thought of, gee, take me to there and allow me to experience that.
Exactly. Most of us don't think, I'm gonna remember that one, because I've never thought of it that way, the way you made me see it now. But that is a great way to go. We don't think that, well, I'm just gonna go hang out on a tree limb, or I'm just gonna go float in the rain. So
I'm telling you, it's a different experience to be in my world.
So these are great ways, because a lot of people say, not a lot of people, some people say to me, I have a hard time with meditating. And, taking these little tips and tools and techniques to work on those different areas.
Or try to become the ocean, float in the water, float on the water. Everybody knows, well, most people know what it feels like to float on the water. Allow yourself to feel that floating on the water.
I love taking people on that meditation journey on the water, in the ocean, or in a liquid lake of love. Just be there. But those are all different things. And you don't have to do that half hour meditation stuff. 10 minutes. You can take 10 minutes. That's
Whatever
all
you
need.
do is whatever you do.
You
And
can
it's
do 5
okay.
minutes and, work up to 10 minutes, work up to 20 minutes if that's what you want. And there's no judgment about how you meditate. It's the fact that you do a little bit of meditation.
And the other thing is sometimes people are very busy, and so they'll find they're meditating while they're running or walking or even, doing artwork or doing music. Those are also other ways that people will automatically drop into that meditative place. And what it is you're just allowing yourself to be in that receiving.
Yeah.
So, or maybe when you're at the beach, you're just in that Zen space of, I'm just here. And so then you allow that energy to flow into you, whatever it is. So
one cool tool is, I know we weren't going to go this far in our time, but I just want to talk about it, is making an appointment to have that time with your team.
Yeah.
So if they know, like I say, okay, Diane's up at 7 or 8, she's having her coffee. While I'm sitting down to have my coffee, that's our time to have our conversation. Not that I'm not talking to them all day, because I'm chatting away at them all day long. Well, what about this? And we're going to do this. I have lots, but it's a time for me to listen. So they know at that time, Diane is going to listen. Because when I sit there and I just sit there and I say, okay, what do I need to know for my highest and best? What is my journey this week?
Yeah.
Short time. Because I don't need to know the long term yet. I just need to know how I'm going to get through this week. Sometimes I do ask about future stuff, and they give it to me if I'm supposed to have it. They don't always give it to me.
Yeah. They don't give us too much ahead, because really, and I say this all the time, we would be too scared to go. Most of the time, we would not have enough faith in ourselves to really be able to go towards what they know that we're going to become.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. So yeah.
And then I get to, no, I'm not doing that. They're like, okay.
Oh yes, you are. You want me to show you how you're doing that? I'll tell you right now.
I'm pretty sure my signal is crossed.
I think you got the wrong number. No, this is your number.
It's really cool, but that's pretty cool. So I am so. Oh, don't forget, we forgot to say earlier. We'll get right into it. My ears are buzzing. They're like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Oh yes, please do subscribe. We're Ascending Consciousness, and this is Diane Rivera, and I'm Reverend Judy Weaver. We are so excited.
So I am third generation psychic medium, and Judy, you can talk about yourself.
No, I'm a Trance Channel shamanic practitioner. And working on, writing books, still working on that, and it's,
Judy has 2 books out. I'll put the books up on the bottom of the page so you can also see those. And we are also both master metaphysician practitioners.
We are. Yep. And we continue to be educated, because it's, you have to keep seeking. And that way you keep yourself engaged in learning. And it's about why I do what I do is how I figured out. Yeah.
And if you feel drawn to us and want to ask us any questions, or you'd like us to talk about a particular subject, please feel free to let us know below, and we would love to do that. You can reach out to us directly. Also, both of our websites are down below in a little detailed area. Feel free to reach out to any one of us. You can find us on our social media pages.
Yep, and we do the second Thursday. That is a message circle in Ormond Beach, Florida, and the fourth Thursday we do a healing circle, and that is also in Ormond Beach, Florida. We'll be traveling across the country here coming up pretty soon. We're booked in Lilydale this summer, and I think the next session we're going to do is Easter. So we're going to go ahead and do some trance work from Mother Mary, and I'm sure Jesus will come in.
I'm sure.
Because I have no doubt it's Easter. and that's one of the things I actually am going to be doing. I have got a workshop coming up on Good Friday, which is with Lilydale and Blessings of Mother Mary. So I'm excited. That's an off season, so it's a virtual electronic.
And that's fun. That's fun. So
Yeah.
You have a couple of things coming up beside that, yes?
Yeah, this weekend I'm going to be in Palm Coast at the Wellness Expo, and that's Palm Coast, Florida. And then the first weekend in April, I'm going to be over in Sarasota, so I'll be on the West Coast doing Spirit Fest over there. So yeah, we got a lot of things going on.
I'll be in Deltona on Saturday. I'll be working the festival there at the Deltona Center. What else do I have coming up? I have so this is Wizards. Whoa, it gets a WWW Wizards something in the weird.
The world of wonder and wizards of weirdness. I don't know.
Those events, I do those events. They are so magnificent. You meet the most amazing people. And they're all in the love zone, you know, and they're just being themselves. They're just being who they really are. Even some of it is cosplay, you know, dressing up is encouraged.
And some people really, you know, are just that much part of the cosmos.
I met so many fairies and elves. I cannot tell you. They were so amazing. Even a Santa Claus guy, he was a riot.
Well, we have the naked cowboy who's in Daytona who shows up and run around in his underwear and his guitar. So I don't know.
I have a couple of those this weekend, another one coming up in April, and then at the end of April, I'll be in Casadega with my Divinity Within Your Birth chart, which is fun. And
I got another one coming up too in April. So that's all right. We'll keep up and go to our websites. You can go ahead and you can find all the different events that we've got going on. So we try to really keep up with that.
Come and see us at our circle in Ormond Beach.
We'd love to have you.
It's a lot of fun, and it's you'll get to meet the tribe. You'll get to grow with the tribe. So you'll get to get in and meet other people of like mind. And we encourage, if you receive messages also, to come in and share them with us in our circle. It'll grow into that at some point in time. That'd be great.
Well, I just have to say it's 1:11 that we've been doing this, so I think we better sign off because there you go. The angels have spoken. Thank you so much, and it was such a blessing.
Have a blessed week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.